Hello, Rogue Gang. If you are here for the very first time, welcome. And if you are here again, welcome back. My name is Rogue Black, and here is where I make videos calling out the truth in our political world. Let's move on. On October 21st, 2025, the U.S. government shut down after lawmakers failed to pass funding legislation before the start of the new fiscal year, largely due to major disagreements over the Affordable Care Act. Those disputes ultimately created a funding gap that triggered the shutdown. The Jeffrey Epstein files did not directly cause the government shutdown. However, the political maneuvering surrounding the files contributed to broader legislative complications for both parties. During his campaign, Donald Trump promised to release the Epstein files, but his failure to follow through on that pledge angered many within the MAGA base. Despite having the authority to release the files without congressional approval, Trump declined to do so. In response, Representatives Thomas Massie and Ro Khanna initiated a discharge petition in the House of Representatives to force a floor vote on releasing the documents. The petition was signed by all 214 House Democrats, along with 3 Republicans, Representatives Lauren Boebert, Nancy Mace, and Marjorie Taylor Greene. The final signature needed to trigger the vote came from Representative Adelita Grijalva, who had not been sworn in for weeks following her election. Speaker Mike Johnson claimed the government shutdown delayed Grijalva's swearing-in, but many, including Representative Greene, dismissed that explanation, accusing Johnson of deliberately stalling to prevent Grijalva from signing the petition. These events contributed to a toxic breakdown in Greene's relationship with President Trump, who is reportedly mentioned over 1,500 times in the Jeffrey Epstein documents. Brown, color from mixing red, yellow, and blue, represents earthiness, stability, reliability, and nature. In Trump's mind, it represents decay. Enter Marjorie Greene.
Or he called her wacky Marjorie Trader Brown, and in parentheses, remember green turns brown when there's rot involved. Not afraid to go to the name calling.
Marjorie Taylor Greene was born on May 27, 1974, in Milledgeville, Georgia. She graduated from South Forsyth High School and earned a bachelor's degree in business administration. In 1995, she married Perry Greene, and together they have 3 children, 2 daughters and 1 son. In 2012, Greene's father sold his general contracting company, Taylor Commercial, to Marjorie and her husband. They served as president and vice president of the company, and Greene later held the role of chief financial officer. In 2011, she stepped down from that position and went on to start a CrossFit training business, where she worked part-time as a coach. Greene became politically active during the 2016 Republican presidential primaries, writing articles for websites such as American Truth Seekers and Law Enforcement Today. In 2017, she traveled to Washington, D.C., to protest a Republican-backed gun control compromise. The following year, she served as a moderator for the Facebook group Family America Project, a forum that gained attention for posts that included conspiracy theories, inflammatory rhetoric, and hostile commentary directed at Democrats and the Obama family. Greene is a strong advocate for expanded gun rights. She has argued that AR-15-style rifles are appropriate for home defense, supports the good guy with a gun concept, and believes children should be trained in the use of firearms. In one video, Greene stated that if she were black, she would be proud to see a Confederate movement. In another, while discussing unemployment, she referred to African Americans as lazy and claimed that bad choices were a primary cause of joblessness. She further asserted that minority communities are hindered by factors such as gangs, drugs, lack of education, Planned Parenthood, and abortion. Greene has also described George Floyd as a convicted felon whom Democrats and the media worship, and claimed he died from a drug overdose. This contradicts the official autopsy, which determined that Floyd died from cardiopulmonary arrest caused by former police officer Derek Chauvin kneeling on his neck. Greene later expressed support for Chauvin and called for him to be pardoned. Greene has repeatedly argued that gun control measures do not prevent mass shootings. Instead, she attributes such violence to mental health issues, prescription drug use, and what she describes as a decline in moral values. Since January 6th, Greene has defended those who participated in the Capitol attack, referring to them as abused and political prisoners. In interviews, she has downplayed the event as just a riot and suggested the violence was justified as a means to overthrow tyrants. She also stated that if she had organized the attack, it would have succeeded because participants would have been armed, later claiming the remark was meant as a joke. But okay, Marge. Between 2018 and 2019, Marjorie Taylor Greene publicly supported the idea that prominent Democrats, including Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, should be executed for treason, expressing these views in social media posts and videos. In a Facebook video, Greene accused then House Speaker Nancy Pelosi of being guilty of treason over her positions on immigration and the U.S.-Mexico border, stating that treason is a crime punishable by death. She also liked a Facebook comment suggesting that a bullet to the head would be quicker as a way to remove Pelosi. In February 2019, Greene traveled to the U.S. Capitol and posted a Facebook Live video outside Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's office. In the video, she called through the office's mail slot, telling Ocasio-Cortez to get rid of her diaper, unlock the door, and face the American citizens that you serve. During the same visit, Greene falsely claimed that Representatives Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib had not been sworn into office because they used the Quran rather than the Bible, and she accused both lawmakers of supporting Islamic law. That year, Greene also targeted David Hogg, a survivor of the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School shooting and gun control activist, following him and repeatedly harassing him on video while calling him a coward. In 2020, Greene ran for Congress after the Republican incumbent in her district retired and the Democratic challenger withdrew. Although she did not receive an endorsement from Donald Trump, her outspoken support for him helped propel her to victory in the Republican primary and the general election. After being elected to Congress, Marjorie Taylor Greene continued to draw criticism for confrontational and inflammatory behavior toward colleagues and public officials. During a confrontation on the House floor, she reportedly referred to Representative Lauren Boebert using a derogatory slur. In a May 2024 committee hearing, Greene insulted Representative Jasmine Crockett by making disparaging remarks about her appearance.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No,
what you're
ain't
reading.
nothing. Hold on. Listen. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Greene also targeted Congresswoman Marie Newman's family by placing an anti-transgender sign outside her office door, an act widely condemned as an attack on Newman's transgender daughter. On February 7, 2023, during President Joe Biden's State of the Union address, Greene interrupted the speech by shouting that the president was a liar. Despite this pattern of behavior, Greene has frequently portrayed herself as a victim of bullying, claiming she is unfairly targeted by the media and Democratic lawmakers, a characterization critics point to as inconsistent with her own conduct. On November 18, 2025, Congress voted to release the Epstein files. The measure passed the House by an overwhelming vote of 427-1, and the Senate approved it without a recorded roll call vote. President Donald Trump subsequently signed the Epstein Files Transparency Act into law. The legislation mandates the release, within 30 days of enactment, of unclassified records, documents, and materials related to Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. As for Marjorie Taylor Greene's relationship with Trump, their relationship quickly deteriorated after the President of the United States called her a traitor for standing by the girls, now women, who were victims of Jeffrey Epstein and his mistress, Ghislaine Maxwell. Their fallout led to Greene's resignation, effective on January 5, 2026. But the question is, has Marjorie Taylor Greene changed? It's in the eyes of the beholder as we move forward. And at that, we'll leave it here. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.